A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Extra Speed on King Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'm King James YiYE. Today our focus is on the human papilloma virus vaccine, and of course I have guests from the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation, an NGO of the immediate past First Lady of Benue State, Dr. Mrs. Eunice Edo Oto. I'll be having them in two batches. So first here, if you are watching us on Facebook, I have Miss Karen Edo Yankia. She's a psychologist, advocate, and coordinating program officer for Health, Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. You're welcome, Karen.
Thank you.
Okay, say it again. I didn't hear you.
Thank you.
Yes, I can hear you now. Okay, I also have Mr. Emmanuel Enenche Omele, a development journalist, strategic communication expert, blogger, advocate of several causes concerning children, women, persons with disabilities, and currently serving as media officer, Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. You're welcome, Emmanuel.
Thank you, King James,
right.
And hello, listeners out there.
Okay, so we're going to use the first few minutes to talk about Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. So they say ladies first. Should I go with the lady? Okay, so Karen, let's hear you. What is Eunice Spring of Life Foundation all about?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, Benue people. Eunice Spring of Life Foundation is a non-profit organization that intervenes in health, education and research, governance, and economic empowerment with a bias to agriculture. And key among our mission as an organization is a fight against gender-based violence and then child early forced marriage. And we promote this fight against gender-based violence and CFM in collaboration with other organizations, amongst other activities we carry out at the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation through the thematic areas I've mentioned. And in collaboration with this, in promoting the fight against gender-based violence and child early forced marriage, we collaborate with other organizations as Caritas through the FJDPC in Makodi. We also collaborate with FEDER and the NAPTIC and other key organizations in carrying out the fight against gender-based violence. We've also used our organization to sponsor and support education for young persons in the state. We've also empowered women, children, and youths through our economic empowerment programs and trainings. And then we have also encouraged young persons with our support to carry agricultural activities in the state.
Okay, so let me pause you there now because, okay, let me go to you, Emmanuel. Is there any other thing you want to add?
I think she has spoken so well so far. Thank you, Karen. The foundation, as she said, is basically humanitarian, and we also carry out some other developmental activities as well, as can be found on many of our media handles. We are quite versed when it comes to media, both online and everywise. On Facebook, I would like to direct members of the public that to actually find out more about what Eunice Spring of Life Foundation does. They can access any of our media handles on Facebook, which is one of the most popular social media handles around here. You can find Eunice Spring of Life Foundation under the name Eunice Spring of Life Foundation as written. We are also on Twitter. On Twitter at ESLF Foundation. ESLF, then Foundation. That means somewhere in between there you have a double F to get us on Twitter. While our website is eslffoundation.org.ng. So once you log on, you see a lot of the things we've done so far in health, in education and research, in economic empowerment, as well as in governance. And very importantly, concerning today's topic, which is about the human papilloma virus. The foundation has been on this advocacy campaign for about a month now. We visited about 9 schools so far within Makurdi, from high level to North Bank, to Nima, as well as I think to North Bank basically.
Yeah.
So we went to these schools with the message of human papilloma virus, which is HPV. I'm not going to talk more about it because we have experts in the house.
Yeah,
who are going to dwell on that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you can find a lot of what we've done so far on our website, eslffoundation.org.ng, as I earlier said. Then on YouTube, we are also active on YouTube under the name Eunice Spring of Life Foundation as well. Then, of course, on Instagram, we are on ESLF_Foundation. ESLF_ Foundation. So basically, those are the media handles where you can find Eunice Spring of Life Foundation.
Thank you very much for that. And I think people are trying to call already, even though I've not asked them to call, but because I have told them that we're going to have Karen, you want to add anything, or that will be it? Because I was going to give you guys just 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to add anything
I'll
quickly.
just add something very quickly.
Yes, go on.
Key, like I said before, key to us is the promotion of the fight against gender-based violence. That's key to the founder, Eunice Spring of Life Foundation, Dr. Eunice Edo Otom. She has been promoting the fight against gender-based violence. And I would like to quickly share some numbers that you can contact in case you need support or help in cases relating to gender-based violence. And one of the numbers is an SDPS, and Ame. You can contact her on 0806 349 3609. SDPS and Ame. You can contact her on cases relating to gender-based violence on 080 363 49 3609. You can also contact one of our partners, a member of FIDA, Barrister Hemba Fan Utangi, on 070 65 529477. 070 65 529477. This is key for us in relation to the HPV virus that we are also sensitizing. The SGBV and CFM cases are also key to us. So you can call those numbers in case you need support or help in cases relating to SGBV and CEFM. Thank you.
All right. So I would like to thank you, two of you, for being here during the first part of this interview. And after this break, I'll be going over to the main thing, the human papilloma virus vaccine, and then I'll be asking people to call. So once again, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure being in your studio.
Welcome.
You're welcome. This is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi, and I'm King James YiYE. And of course, it's Eunice Spring of Life Foundation here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go live on Facebook yet. I'm still struggling. I don't know what's happening with Facebook, but as soon as I'm able to, you will be able to join us on Facebook as well. So we'll be talking about the human papilloma virus here, and the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation, ESLF. And I've been joined now by Dr. Comfort Abba, and I'm going to be asking her, once she starts talking, you can call 08084 275464 to ask questions about the virus. That's 08084 275464. 08084 275464. Once we start, then we just go in quickly and begin to talk. It's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. It's King James YiYE, and of course is Extra Speed 08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64. Once we begin to talk. Okay, so I'm here now, and it's not just Dr. Comfort Abab, but let me start with you. Introduce yourself. Ladies first.
Yeah. Good morning, King James. Good to see
morning.
you.
Good to see you.
I hear your beautiful voice on the radio. Now I have the privilege to see you face to face.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
You are doing a good job here.
Thank you.
I love Asking Radio.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I am Nurse Dr. Comfort Abba. I'm the coordinating personnel for Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. And we are here to just sensitize the public on the human papilloma virus vaccine that is about to be rolled out in Benue State next week. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I have Dr. Geoffrey Tolu. He's a lecturer, College of Health Science. That's BSU. Introduce yourself. It's handwritten. I really can't get it. So introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, James here. It's a pleasure being with you here.
You're welcome.
On Speed FM. You can catch us if you can.
Oh, definitely.
So, I lecture in Benue State University, College of Health Sciences, and for the introduction of human papillomavirus vaccine in the country, which Benue State is one of the 16 states, I'm here to offer technical assistance to the state government in order to carry out the activities very well under the organization known as Sidani Group Initiative.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. You can begin to call straight on 08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64. My guests are here to answer your questions on the human papilloma virus and the vaccine being rolled out. But before then, Alamashagodobe team actually went out to get people to ask you the questions even before the calls come in. So let's listen to this question and we'll start with answering those ones here straight up.
I would like to ask, are there any side effects for any person? In fact, the girls. Is there any side effect if they have taken this kind of drugs? And I want to also, somebody who is above the age limit from that 9 years, between 9 years and 15, if the person takes it, will it still be effective in the, even though the person is not sexually active at beyond 14 years? Because maybe some girls may be above 15 years and they will not be sexually active yet. Is there any, if the person take it, it will still help in the body of that person? These are the things I want to know.
Okay, I'm sure you understand the question. Talking about side effects, and do you want to first of all say what human papillomavirus is, or no need?
Yeah, there's need.
Okay, go on then.
The human papillomavirus is a virus. It's a virus that causes a lot of cancers. And the one that is specifically on now is the cervical cancer that we are focusing on. So basically that's the human papilloma virus.
Yes.
And
They have started calling. Let's hear this caller. It's dropped. Go on.
Okay. The caller asked whether there are side effects.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't any side effect that one can be worried about. But because human body react differently to foreign proteins in their body, you may have mild side effect like a weakness, headache, and that. But one can cope with it. And if peradventure there's any person that presents something more serious, you need to quickly get to the hospital.
I think the other question he also asked is at 15, 9 to 14. That's the age that you want people to take this, or young girls now to take the vaccine. Mm-hmm. So he's saying that what if they're not sexually active within that age and they take it, then what happens later? I think that's what he asked again.
In fact, that is the reason why we are catching them at that age before they become sexually active. Mm-hmm. It is a plus for those that are not yet sexually active. It prevents them from getting it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sure you understand, you that asked that question now. 08084275464. Dr. Geoffrey, do you want to add anything to that?
Yes, she has spoken eloquently, and I feel just to add a little. Mm-hmm. Any drug that you take have a side effect. Even the food we eat has side effect. So you don't expect the vaccine that we had to be completely without side effects. And she has already elaborated on those side effects, which include mild fever, the pain at the site of injection, redness or the skin around the point of injection in some people who may have fair skin, and that's all. But there could be other people that may react violently. Mm-hmm. So for such people, we have each team that is going up have what we know as adverse event following immunization kit.
Okay.
That kit is well equipped to handle any sudden side effect that may develop in anybody at all.
So the message is no need to worry.
No need at all to worry.
Right. It's Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi, and I'm King James YiYE.
Let me throw more light on the girls greater than 14 years.
Yes, go on.
Yes, girls who are not sexually active and above 14, the vaccine is not easy to come by. So we have prioritized this age group. And the health workers who are going to vaccinate these girls may be able to scrutinize properly to ensure that girls greater than 14 are not given the vaccine, or less than 9 years, so that the federal government target this 9 to 14 years. So once you are 15 years and above, we expect that you may go for cancer screening at about the age of 25 years or 30 years, as the case may be, so that if your cervix is still very okay without the human papilloma virus, you don't need to worry. You have to wait for another 5 to 10 years to repeat the test, but then you may be around 40. And once above 40, the sexual activities also start decreasing, and the chances of getting the virus is low. So we expect that girls greater than 15 years shouldn't go in for these vaccines.
This is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makurdi, if you're just joining us, is Extra Speed with me, King James YiYE, and we are looking at the human papilloma virus vaccine. And you can call now 08084275464. It's 08084275464. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name? Are we calling from?
My name is Dote. I'm calling from Naka Road.
What's your question?
I want to ask how can, apart from the radio publicity, is there any other publicity via flyers and other medium? And then a majority of the age bracket are in secondary school, some even boarding schools. And then there are communities that are not, that doesn't have access to radio or those. How are they efforts to get those people vaccinated? And then we have a majority of this age bracket in IDPs. So I don't know whether is there a platform or there is a program for them to be vaccinated. Those are the questions I would like to know.
All right, thank you, Doty. So, is that question, do you think, is for the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation people, or you think you can answer them?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
can
are one of
attempt.
them.
Yes,
Good, yeah.
we can attempt to answer. And Dr. Toru is actually the consultant, so he will even put more light to it. But I want to say that we cannot be everywhere. But thanks be to God, a lot of organizations and the government itself has spread its tentacle to all the nook and crannies of Benue State, where we believe that they can be reached. The radio is just one of those things. There are flyers around their church announcements, mosque announcements, road shows, and what have you. So I believe that even in the IDPs, they will get the news and they will surely get vaccinated, because there are points that they need to get across to. Thank you.
Okay. Doc, you want to add?
Yes, just a little. The media or the school girls, we have actually involved the school authorities who are part of the team for vaccination. So the schools are well covered. Information has gone to them, and the Ministry of Education has actually given out letters to all the schools to permit vaccination of the girls, eligible ones.
Yeah.
So that has been well covered. And just on Tuesday, we engaged the Parent Teachers Association, the state ESCO members, in our expanded non-EPI technical working group meeting at a Smileview Hotel, which they came out with clear commitment that all schools, the parents should give consent that no child should be eligible, should be denied the opportunity to have this life-saving vaccine. So we are not really worried, and they have planned for a press release which will be aired on most of the radio stations around, so that the parents will get this, that it is the EXCO that they have selected that is giving all this vital information. So by maybe tomorrow or thereabout, we may even bring some of this the press release for Asking Radio to speed it up so that information will reach everywhere.
Certainly, we'll speed it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so but if some parents don't want their children to take this vaccine in schools, are they going to be forced?
At all, we won't force any person.
You can only tell them how important it is.
Yes, the parents, the parents in most schools that we took the campaign to, we had, the schools have given out a kind of an information on a paper for them to give consent for the children to be vaccinated, and that has been done. Okay. So we are not forcing anybody, and it is not by coercion or forcing, no at all.
Right.
You have the right to refuse, but it's a life-saving intervention.
Yes, and in addition, that's the reason why we went to schools to address the children, the girls themselves, because actually they are of age and they can say no to what they do not want. So we told them the importance of this vaccination, and we believe that they can speak out because there are some parents that will not want their children to take it. But we told the girls, and we believe that they can speak out and say, yes, we want to take it. You are not the one taking it, sir, but allow us to take. So we believe that it will actually go down to every girl that desires.
Hopefully.
We're not forcing anybody at all.
Hopefully. This is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makudi's Extra Speed with me, King James YiYE. And we're looking at human papilloma virus and vaccine coming up. Free vaccination program, or intervention, as non-governmental organizations prefer to call it. So you can call now 08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64, and ask your question. We have Dr. Sia who will answer you. That's 08084 2754 64. Call now, ask your question about the virus and the vaccine itself. I'm King James YiYE, and the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation has been spearheading the human papilloma virus advocacy and awareness, and that's why we're here as well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Christopher Tiomba. I'm calling from Makodi.
Right. So you have a question?
Yes.
Go on.
A couple of days online, I saw a couple of reports concerning this HPV vaccine. And in the US, a couple of people have been complaining that there have been issues. So I don't know, how safe is it?
Okay. Thank you.
Because I wouldn't want my daughter to go get something tomorrow, then I'll be hearing cervical cancer or something, So how safe is this?
Okay. Thank you for your question. Okay, so his emphasis is how safe is the virus, and he says he's saying that countries like the US, people are complaining about the virus. So how safe is it?
Yeah. Any new project, any new product that comes on board, there are a lot of people, issues come with it. If you remember the immediate one called COVID, there were so many controversies, myths, and what have you concerning the COVID vaccine. It is not unusual with this HPV vaccine. So, but what we are saying is that it is safe. It is safe. And there will be we believe that there is no adverse effect, no issue of infertility or whatever. That is our belief now. So no need to be worried, please.
Right, I'm sure he's listening, and if you are not satisfied, you can call again. 08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64. It's Extra Speed, and we're talking about the human papilloma virus, that's HPV, and it is a sexually transmitted virus which causes cervical cancer among so many other cancers. Is that the commonest around here that you're worried about? The commonest cancer that it causes is cervical cancer. So yes, the vaccine is to prevent this. 08084 2754 64. That's the number to call if you want to ask a question about this. Still struggling to get on Facebook. That's strange, but of course you listening to us on radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Now let's take a question again from one of those who asked the question to the Alamashagodabi team. Stay on here. It's Asking Radio.
This is Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Well, first of all, it appears the drug is a new innovation in our climb here. And so first and foremost, I would like to know, why is it that it's only girls who are from years 9 to 14 that are meant to be vaccinated with the vaccine? That is one. Then secondly, in the event that one is vaccinated twice, what is the effect? What is the repercussion? And then, thirdly, these children that are going to be vaccinated, is it that when they are vaccinated at this age, by the time they've gone past this age, are they still going to be vaccinated? I think for now, that's where I'll stop.
Right. So he has asked 3 questions. You got them all? Yes. So.
Yeah. Let me go on the girls. Why 9 to 14 years?
Yes.
The vaccine is not restricted to girls only. In rich countries like the United States of America and all other high-income countries, the vaccination is given 2 times, both for boys and girls, 9 to 12 years. That is what is obtainable in United States, UK, and elsewhere. So why 9 to 14 years and only girls? The vaccine is very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. We demanded for the target of 500 plus girls for Benue State. But the vaccine available for us currently is just around 300,000, a deficit of over 200,000 doses. That is to tell you that the vaccine is very, very scarce. So the government, the federal government has prioritized this for girls 9 to 14 years, just at 80%, not even 100%. Maybe that's why they are giving us that shortage of vaccine. So we encourage girls 9 to 14 years to come out and get vaccinated. Boys doesn't have a cervix, and it is women that bear the most brunt of this, even though it's sexually transmitted, and men are also affected. But we really want girls 9 to 14 years to prevent death from cancer, which last year alone about 8,000 women died of this cervical cancer. That's why we are prioritizing the girls only.
Right. The other question he asked is, what happens if a girl child is vaccinated twice?
Yeah. As I said before, in wealthy countries, this vaccine is given 2 times. Sometimes even 3 times. But for us, we don't have that money, and the scarcity of the vaccine make it just once. So if you take it twice, there is no harm.
Okay. I think that was where he was worried of a double shot. So once there is no harm, then there is no harm. This is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi, and it's King James YiYE on Extra Speed. We are looking at the human papilloma virus, and this is made possible today by the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. And we are here talking about this. You can call 08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64. Ask your questions. I have Dr. Comfort Abba and Dr. Geoffrey Tolu. So they're here to answer your questions. Call now 08084 2754 64. And yes, so we've been talking about this free vaccination. We're just saying starting next week. When precisely next week?
On the 24th
of this month. That's on Monday?
Yes, Monday next week.
Yeah. How long is it going to last?
It's going to last for a month.
Okay. So every day for 30 days or 31 days?
Yes.
Let me make a correction. Let me make a correction. The campaign itself is going to take 4 to 5 days. Then this vaccine will be returned to the health facilities that offer routine immunization. Once you miss it and it's still available in the health facilities that offer routine immunization, you are good to go.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can always walk in there.
Yes.
So like you are not sure of which in Makudi yet, or maybe second gate, opposite second gate? Can they have it there if they miss it?
Just as I said, once we are done with this campaign, the vaccines that are remaining, if any, will be returned to all the health facilities. So it's just like you take your under 1 year old child to vaccinate them against other vaccine preventable diseases.
Yes. Okay.
So you are free to move there, but at that time we will only restrict it to girls 9 years only.
Okay. So again, I want to understand and believe that this vaccine is going to be taken to schools. That's one. Somebody was worried about IDP camps, but you say you are likely going to take it there. Likely, or you're sure?
Yes. There are, for Benue State, we have about 952 teams. The teams are scattered according to the population of each local government.
Okay.
So there are special teams. These special teams will go to motor parks, IDP camps, and any other point that you can catch people easily who may not be in school. So the issue of anybody missing the vaccine is no longer there. It will surely reach everybody that wants to take it.
Okay, so I hope they would not say catch us if you can. It's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. You want to add something there? Yes, go on.
No, I'm here on the platform of the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation.
Yes.
And we just want to let the public know that we are available to give them any information concerning this HPV vaccine. We actually went around the schools, as it was mentioned before, St. Joseph Primary School and the UBE. We went to the Holy Family Primary School in Kanshio and the Holy Family Secondary School, the Arabic School, the Olive Branch Schools and Secondary School, and the Good News Schools. These are the schools we have just done yet.
Yes.
We are still good to go for much more. So if they have anybody has any issue, we have already told them where to get us.
Exactly.
The Eunice Spring of Life Foundation is very much available with information. Thank you.
You're welcome. 08084275464. That's the number to call now and ask your questions. 08084275464. Call now and ask any question you want to ask about the virus and the vaccination program, being rolled out. So call now. Human papilloma virus HPV, and this program is made possible by the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. Is xTRa Speed, is King James YiYE. Call now to ask 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Dr. Comfortaba and Dr. Geoffrey Tolu are here to answer your questions. Now let's hear this question.
This is Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
I would want to know what the vaccine is. Why I should take it? What is it for? What is it going to cure? What are the side effects if I take it? Who should take it? And what are the benefits?
I think all these questions have been answered.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe she's just tuning in.
Okay, so maybe you want to yes.
Welcome. We want to appreciate you for wanting to know much about the HPV vaccine. It is a vaccine that is supposed to prevent cervical cancer and is targeted on the little girls of 9 to 14 years. That is it. And we said before that just like any foreign protein, any foreign product in somebody's body, you are likely to have some reactions like headache, pain, some reaction around the injection site, weakness, and all that. but there isn't any serious reaction that can be very serious, troublesome. But in case somebody develops such, there are people that are on site where the vaccines are given, and you can also report to the hospital immediately when you have those issues. And we want to say that it is actually beneficial because cervical cancer is a killer. It affects, it has no creed, it doesn't have a target group that it will affect. It affects the old, the rich, the poor, and what have you. So in order to protect our generation, that is why the government of Nigeria has decided to introduce this vaccine for the young girls. Hitherto, the vaccine has been around in places like Abuja and Lagos. It has been there, and the rich people used to give their young ones at a very big price. I believe 60,000 and above for a shot, and you can imagine how much that money is. But here we are, and we are a privileged state because this is a roll up, and we are the first 12 states to be used. After us, they will go to another state, some other states. So I want to say that Benue State is privileged, and we need to just key into this.
Right. Extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5.
Let me make a little contribution.
Yes, go on.
Benefits of getting human papillomavirus vaccine are enormous. As a clinician and a public health physician, I've seen much in the clinic, and I wept. At a point in time, I wept in the clinic. So one of the biggest benefit is that our women will not just die anyhow any longer. So that is the biggest benefit, because if you get into the clinic and know the number of persons coming down with this cervical cancer, it is alarming. Maybe I will equate it with the breast cancer. Breast Cancer Week, by the way, is ongoing now, and awareness is being created. After breast cancer death, the next one is cervical cancer, and it is much. Being sexually transmitted, HIV infection has weakened the immunity of most women, and the incidence of cervical cancer is on the increase. And we hope that we will catch these girls who have not experienced any sexual activity to prevent them from getting this vaccine at the later age. So that is the benefit of the vaccine, and I will encourage any mother with any child, eligible child 9 to 14 years, to bring out a child to get vaccinated. Thank you.
You're welcome. 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Call now and ask your question, especially on the human papilloma virus vaccine. We are doing advocacy and awareness here, and Extra Speed today is made possible by the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. And I am King James YiYE. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning, sir.
Morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Dosu. I'm calling from YiYE Barracks.
So what's your question?
The doctor just said the vaccine is for those who are not sexually active. I have younger siblings, 2 girls that are both 14. One is 16 and one is 19. They are not sexually active. At least I can vouch for them. Can they also take this vaccine?
Well, she can vouch. Okay, so
thank you so much. Your name again?
She has dropped back. Dosu.
Dosu, thank you very much. If your girls are not sexually active,
she can vouch for them.
Please advise them to still abstain from sexual activities until they get married. I think that will save them a lot of trouble from other sexually transmitted infection as well. So the vaccine, as I said, is very scarce, and it is targeted for these girls 9 to 14 years only for now. But later, when we have enough, we may even go ahead and vaccinate even boys or the same age. Thank you so much.
Okay. Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, Makudi Extra Speed, King James YiYE here. 08084 275464. 08084 275464. One of the few callers that will be taken as we edge towards the end of the program. We've been talking on the human papilloma virus, advocacy and awareness, creation for schools, and of course on Asking Radio here we're doing this for this vaccine coming up and starting on Monday. Yes, so free vaccination starting on Monday, the 24th of October 2023. So you can call 08084 275464. 08084 275464. Dr. Comfortable is here, and Dr. Geoffrey Tolu, all of them here. Am I getting that name right? Tolu.
Tolu, you are the only person that pronounced it correctly for the first time.
Oh, that's
very good. So you are really speeding, and I like it.
All right, catch us if you can. Okay, so here is a question here. Let's hear this.
It is being said that it is strictly for girls under the age of 15. So I would like to know why it is so, and then are there any side effects on those who it will be administered on, and what is the fate of women that are above that age?
Okay, why 15? You have answered that. What about women who are above that? Side effect you've also answered. So what's the fate of women who are above that age since the virus? I think that's the question.
Yes, in the advent of HIV infection, most young girls, most young women.
Doctor, hold it there.
Hello?
Let's hear this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. What's your name?
My name is Actor Jennifer.
Okay, Jennifer, how old are you?
Eh?
How old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
14. So what's your question?
So what about the person that is 14 years and now have sex?
14 years and?
Not have sex with anybody.
Okay, all right. So is that the only question you want to ask? Another one?
Yes, sir.
Go on.
Okay,
that's the only question.
Yes, sir.
Right, thank you. Okay, so Jennifer is 14 years. She wants to know, what about someone who is 14 like her and has not had sex? Should they take the vaccine? I think that's the question.
Yeah, that is the idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's the target group. That's the group that is actually going to benefit a lot. 9 to 14. It is believed that
there's
from
another
age
person
9
here.
to 14.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, go on.
We believe that from between age 9 to 14, naturally,
yes,
they are not supposed to have had any sexual contact. And so if they get this vaccine, they are good to go. They are on course. Their body is clean to accept the vaccine, and they get protected. So the target group is, she's at the right time to avail herself for the vaccine.
Hello, good morning.
As I was saying, what are the chances of getting this?
What's your name? We didn't get your name.
I say my name is Joseph Tawisima, calling from High Level.
Right, go on.
Okay, sir. I want to ask, what are the chances of getting this HPV virus? Because I heard that it's only from 9 to 14 years. So does that mean from 14 years above you will not have any chance of getting the virus, or you will also be contacted? And then my second question is the process of getting this vaccine. I have not heard you people mentioning any date, like this is the location, this is the place that somebody will come, or are they going to be moving around to be
to get to give the vaccine to the children.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we have actually mentioned the date from the 24th, which is Monday. But is there the other ones he's asking? Yeah, everybody's concerned about that age 9 to 14. What happens from 15? I think that's his question.
Yes, the vaccine, since we are going to give by injection, and specialized people, health workers, will be doing the vaccination. We have at the point of health facilities that offer this routine immunization will be there. Then 60% of our target age group, girls 9 to 14 years, are in primary schools and secondary schools. So most of the teams will be located in these schools.
Yes.
And also places like IDP camp or busy market, we have to station what is known as teams that we be there as outstation teams.
Right.
So they will be there to vaccinate anybody that come around.
All right.
So that is it. Nobody will be missed.
Right. So 24th of October is actually Tuesday, not Monday, but that's when it's starting. So time is up. Is there any other thing you want to add quickly?
Yes.
Yes, go on.
I was talking about women who are above 14 and how they go about it. So I started mentioning that at the event of a HIV infection, which lower the immunity of the body, virus, human papilloma virus has taken advantage of that low immunity and is really attacking women with HIV. For them, we want them to screen for cervical cancer, human papilloma virus by the age of 25. If you are normal and you are HIV negative, by age of 30, we would want every young lady to go for the screening of a human papilloma virus vaccine. It is only when you are screened and you are negative that you will take another 10 years to go for another one. Or for those who are HIV positive and are negative for human papilloma virus, they will again check in 5 years' time. That way you are sure that you are free of the virus.
Okay, so time has sped up and it's over. It's already 9 o'clock. So I would like to thank you very much for being on the show today, Dr. Comfort Abba.
Thank you, King James.
And Dr. Geoffrey Tolu.
Thank you very much. I will speed up this vaccination campaign on your radio station.
Certainly. And earlier, Ms. Karen Edo Yankia, thank you very much. And Mr. Emmanuel Nenche Omele, thank you very much. I've been King James, YiYE, and that's it. Join me on Monday for Extra Speed again.
As King Radio 98.5.